deal with airplane peanuts?
Today is Monday, September 19th, and Joey Diaz has officially begun his residency, Joey Diaz live on Broadway at Sony Hall. We also had Dave Chappelle surprise Joe Rogan in front of a sold-out arena last weekend, so it's a packed show on the Joke World Comedy Update every single Monday, bringing you all the comedy news that you need to know from your favorite comedians, your favorite podcasters, anything to do with comedy, all in one place. So please consider subscribing to Joke World right now, turning on the post notifications, and downloading this episode on Spotify to support the show.
Sony Theater, the tickets are up. The rest is up to you. If you haven't been to New York lately, fly in. Take your wife to dinner. I don't know, bring mom. Come visit your fucking grandchildren. Whatever. I'm not coming to you this year. You're coming to me.
So last weekend was the start of Joey Diaz live on Broadway. It's a 5-month residency taking place in New York City for Joey Diaz. Apparently for the first show, Lee Syatt, his old producer from The Church of What's Happening Now, he was there and he did a set of stand-up to open the show. Ari Shaffir stopped by and did some stand-up, and also Stu Finder was there to introduce Joey to the crowd.
It was a smashing success. I mean, beyond your wildest dreams. Like, your worst critic will give you an A, and best critic will give you an A+++, because it was really, and it showed how hard you work. You said you've been practicing for 3 months, because the quality and the length of the material was phenomenal. I mean, you told like 20 amazing stories. You brought the house down. Besides you having a vagina, you couldn't have attracted more energy from a crowd. I love you.
I love you too.
It's an honor. Listen, thanks for making me. I love you.
We're here on Broadway, cocksuckers.
We fucking here to stay. We're here to stay. I love you.
This is extra exciting to comedy fans because there was a little bit there where Joey Diaz was fully retired from stand-up. When he moved from LA back to New Jersey, he said he was done getting on stage. He was just focusing on his podcast, writing a book, raising his kid. Then he kind of came out of retirement to join Bird on the Fully Loaded tour. Apparently it did take some convincing, but he must have gotten the bug back for it or realized that he's still amazing at it, because his residency is 5 months long, and I feel like if it goes well, we'll probably have Joey Diaz back in our grasp doing stand-up for good full time. Dave Chappelle surprised a very lucky 19,000 people in Columbus, Ohio last weekend when he dropped into Joe Rogan's sold-out arena show. Hans Kim opened the show, followed by Tony Hinchcliffe, and Tony's actually from Youngstown, Ohio. Dave Chappelle lives in Dayton, about an hour away from Columbus, so this is home to both these guys. It was a really cool moment when Tony brought up Dave Chappelle because, like I said, it was a surprise. So these 19,000 people in this sold-out arena who think they're already going to see Joe Rogan, now they get to see Dave Chappelle.
Let's go. Make some noise for our own Tony Hinchcliffe.
There was also some really dope pictures of Chappelle and Rogan sharing the stage. Which, I mean, imagine if you were just one of those people that were there and you get to see two of, not even debatably, the most influential comedians of our generation on stage together. Must have been a night to remember in Columbus. Jo Koy has a new special out on Netflix right now titled Jo Koy, live from the LA Forum. According to the description, Joe gushes about his relationship with his teenage son, along with sharing the struggles of living with sleep apnea and much, much more. Hey guys, gotta take a quick break from this week's comedy news to hear a word from our friends at the Freeze Pipe. Listen guys, if you've been smoking for a while, it's time to upgrade that experience, and the only way to do that is with the Freeze Pipe. Whether it's their frozen hand cannon or one of their big recycler bongs, the Freeze Pipe just hits different. And that's because they're built different. Literally unlike any other bong in the world, the Freeze Pipe uses glycerin, a non-toxic gel that freezes quicker than water and stays frozen much longer. The glycerin chambers are designed to help improve how much and how long your smoke is chilled for. So basically what that means is you put this shit in the freezer for an hour, you take it out of the freezer, you put it back into the bong, you light it on fire, and when the smoke comes up this tube, it's filtered through the glycerin, the frozen chambers, to deliver the iciest, smoothest hit you'll ever take in your whole life. No matter what you're into or what your budget, there's something for everyone on thefreezepipe.com. Literally cleaning supplies, keychain grinders, it doesn't matter. Shipping is always free and always discreet. Plus you get 10% off using our code JOKE10. So if you want to have a better quality of life and support the channel, go check out thefreezepipe.com and use code JOKE10 for 10% off your order. Guest spots from last week: Your Mom's House talked to Sam Morril. Two Bears, One Cave was Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. Tiger Belly had on Rick Glassman. Lee Syatt was on Uncle Joey's Joint, so a reunion for Joey and Lee. And probably the episode of the week, Whiskey Ginger had on Mark Norman.
I saw a guy the other day in Soho in a shirt that said "Listen to Black Women," a white guy, and I'm like, who isn't listening? Are people walking by black women like, ha la 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 la? You know, what are you doing? Just be a good person.
Was that a terrorist walking?
Oh yeah, sorry, wrong noise.
Don't listen. Listen to black women. And what's funny is because you kind of want to talk to them and go, "What are you saying? What are you saying by that? Like, who do you?
Yeah.
What do you mean by this?"
Right, and what if they're saying something dumb? I don't get it. It's such an absolute. It's such a broad statement.
Right. Like Mark Norman.
Right.
Almost impossible.
It's I'm the worst.
Are You Garbage had on Jo Koy. Flagrant also had on Jo Koy promoting the special. Kill Tony Tonight is an interesting group. It's Ron White, Ryan Long, and Brian Simpson. Bad Friends talked to Ali McCosby today, and this past weekend was new comedy specials from last week. We had a full hour from Renan Hirschberg called Jokes from the Underground, and that's out on YouTube right now.
Hey!
Yeah, we're here. We're doing it. We're back. We might be drunk.
Good to have. Wait,
How the hell are you?
We got our buddy Renan Hirschberg with us. He's got a new special out on YouTube. What's the name of the special?
Jokes from the Underground.
I was there. It was great special.
Thanks,
Watch
man.
this special. It's good to see you, man.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's great to be here. Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna. If you want me to relapse on the show, I can.
Really? Would you do that? Oh, no,
We got you
Jesus.
non-alcoholic beer.
And then we already talked about it a few times, but Jo Koy has a new stand-up special on Netflix called Jo Koy Live from the LA Forum. That's it for specials this week, and that's it for the Joke World Comedy Update number 17. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to Joke World if you haven't. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't. Download this episode on Spotify if you haven't. I don't know what else you guys haven't done, but those are the three main things. Maybe a fourth would be subscribe to the second channel, Clip World, but that's really not that necessary. Just thanks for getting to the end of this video. It means a lot. Maybe pick one of the videos from the outro. You could do that too. That'd be like a fifth thing if you haven't done that. All right, that's it for me. See you guys next Monday.